DHUUM is the final boss of Hall of Chains raid and demands precise coordination of your team, and one of those mechanics is the green mechanic, which is key to defeating him. And in this video, we will both explore how to do greens and how to practice greens without your group, out of raid hours. Because it is possible to train people without the raid group to do greens, but it is not a widely known way, which is why we are here today. First part of the video is about green mechanic, and the second part is how to train greens without the whole squad, but you'll need a friend. Have fun and enjoy, let's go! Main objective of this boss is to protect the reapers we have in these areas. Greens occur every 30 seconds, which means every 30 seconds there will be a green pool under a reaper. Greens appear clockwise, starting with this one. If a player isn't in the circle when green detonates, the reaper will die and the squad will wipe. You will need 3 players to handle green during the fight, and we will take them as green 1, green 2 and green 3. All the greens will go into these green pools one by one until DHUUM is down to 10% HP. The reason you need 3 people is because when a player goes into a green pool to do the mechanic, they will have a debuff on them and it will last until 2 more players do the green mechanic, so then that player can do the green again. Or else if you try to do the same mechanic with the debuff on, your character will die. So this one is the first green of green 1. This will be the second, this will be the third, and it goes on and on until DHUUM has 10% HP left. So it's not the same green for the same green player every turn, so be careful when you're counting, because there are green 2 and green 3 between your greens. And same for green 2 and green 3's calculation. When you go in the green, you will fly up. Here you can only move horizontally, you cannot go up or down, so it is somewhat easy to control. When you are up, you will collect 5 orbs to come back alive. Or else your character will be sacrificed and the mechanic will not wipe your group, but they will need a backup player for your other greens. As you can see, orbs spawn 360 degrees from the corners when you're up. I do not know if it's a pattern, but orbs seem to spawn more on the clockwise side. There are 3 sizes when it comes to orbs: smalls, medium ones and big ones. When you're collecting an orb, you need to get 1 big orb and 4 other orbs, doesn't matter which ones, to come back alive. If you collect a big orb, you prevent these skeletons from spawning. If you do not, one will spawn in the area and you have to disrupt your boss fight to kill that one. They target reapers and they do tons of damage, and dealing with them when DHUUM is around is such an issue, so if a green manages to get 1 big orb, you prevent them from spawning, which is easier for your group. If you collect a medium, you prevent these from spawning. Well, your kiter deals with them in the end, even if you do not get a medium one, but if you get one, they'll thank you, so that's about it. So 1 big orb is a must. Other orbs, you can collect whatever you find. If you collect 5 orbs, you come back alive, and the mechanic is done successfully. So how can you practice this mechanic without your group? You'll need a friend that can make you invisible. I have Avi here playing with a thief. We will see how this goes from both perspectives. Initially, your friend will be making you and the reaper invisible and kite the golems until you do the green mechanic. That's the logic. You'll just wait here where the first green spawns, and your friend comes, makes you and the reaper invisible. You do the mechanic. And let's watch it from the thief's perspective. You start the fight, you come to your friend, you make invisible the first Reaper and your friend. Run to the second Reaper, make it invisible, and kite until your friend is done. And that's the duty of the helping friend. One of the key duties here is to make the second Reaper invisible and kite until friend is done, because second Reaper will die if you do not make it invisible and your friend won't be able to complete the mechanic. And this is how you can teach new players green mechanic out of raid hours, which is pretty efficient. I hope it helps. See you soon.